Hello my dear friends, I have a question. What would happen if we would put one of these presentation design mood boards into Microsoft Copilot and ask it to basically recreate these slides as real editable slides, because each of these mood board images are basically, one solid single image. And I wonder if Copilot could actually recreate these mood boards as real editable slides. So let's find it out in this video. And first of all, let me show you how I've created these kind of mood board images. And for that, you can use any image generation tool that you like. In my case, I'm using Magnific. I'll leave the link in the video description if you'd like to check it out as well. And once we are in Magnific, let's go to Image. Let's click on Image Generator. And as you can see, I've already played around with generating different mood boards, and it's really fun and interesting, what you can create these days with AI. So first of all, we can choose image model. Let's go with GPT-2, and you can of course choose any other model that you like. For example, Dream 5 Pro might give you some interesting results as well. And now for the prompt, since it's pretty long, I've attached it to my Patreon post. Here is the exact link. I'll leave it in the video description as well. And this Patreon post is paid, and if you decide to join my Patreon Max membership, you'll get access not only to this post, but basically to all content that is available on my Patreon page. So thank you so much. Because of you, I can keep on doing what I'm doing, creating the best PowerPoint tutorials for you. And here at the bottom, we have two prompts that we can use. So first of all, let's click on this first one on creating, those presentation design mood boards. Let's open up that little text file. Okay. And now we can just basically hit Control-A to select everything and Control-C to copy. That's nice. Let's get back to Magnific, and then let's paste it into this prompt box over here. So I'm basically asking for a 3x3 grid of 9 presentation slide mockups. Okay. And we should basically get a different mood board, a visually different mood board each time when we use this prompt. So let's see what will happen. So for the aspect ratio, let's go with 16:9, resolution 2K, and you can have as many images as you like. Let's go with a single image for now, and let's click on generate, and let's see what we'll get. Okay, it should take about 1.5 minutes to generate this image, so I'll catch you in a second. Okay, and here is the result that we got. So let's open up this image. Okay. And it looks like it's about some kind of aviation business. That's nice. We got some cards, we got some icons, we have this pie chart, we have this world map infographic. It would be interesting to see if AI can actually recreate. Maybe it would just, create some kind of image to illustrate it. We have a timeline. Okay, so yeah, now all we have to do is basically download this image. So we can download it as PNG or JPEG. So let's go with PNG, and let's get back to PowerPoint. Let's close this presentation. By the way, these were the mood boards that I created before. These are looking interesting as well. But for now, let's just open up a fresh blank new presentation. Let's choose a blank slide layout. Let's collapse those notes so that we have more space on the screen. And let's go to pictures, and let's insert that image that we have just created as a full screen image on the first slide. Okay. And now let's go to Copilot. By the way, I'm using Microsoft 365 Premium. So in case, your PowerPoint looks a bit different, that might be because we're using different plans. So in my case, once again, I'm using Microsoft 365 Premium, and we have Copilot over here. So now for the prompt, once again, we can get back to my Patreon post, and we can use this second prompt that basically, asks Copilot to look at this first image on the first slide, and then basically recreate all of the 9 slides that are visible inside of that mood board. Okay, so let me paste that huge prompt over here. And additionally, I don't know if you can see this image in your PowerPoint version, but on Microsoft 365 Premium, I can basically choose what kind of models I would like to use for general use and image generation. So for the general use, let's go with Claude Opus 5, all right? And for the image generation, let's go with GPT Image 2, just like that, okay? And now let's just send this prompt and let's see what will happen. And before we get the final slides, Copilot is asking me what kind of fonts I would like to go with. So it's suggesting a couple of font pairs. We could go with Playfair Display and Enter and other options. So let's go with this first one since it's recommended. And I think Playfair Display would really match this kind of elegant looking font. Okay, and the Enter font for the body text should be working fine. So let's confirm that and let's keep on going. Okay, my friends, so all of the slides are ready. It took about 10 minutes to create these slides, so that's pretty fast. So we have 10 slides in total. So on the first slide, we have our reference image. And next we have all of the, hopefully editable real PowerPoint slides. So first of all, let me just quickly click around a bit and see if all of the features are working as expected. So one of the things that I asked for in the prompt is to basically set each text box to a heading font or a body font. So it looks like that this slide title is using the Playfair Display heading font, which is a theme font. That's nice. It means that we can globally and easily change the fonts if needed later on. And as well, I've asked to create a custom color palette, and it looks like that this subtitle is using this custom gold color as well. That's nice. And I guess this this background is a full screen rectangle, and it should be using this custom color from the color palette as well. That's beautiful. Okay, so let's keep on going. By the way, let's compare this first slide with our reference image first slide. And here on this reference image, we had these kind of wavy shapes. So the way Copilot solved this task, it basically created a couple of little circles. So that's interesting way, to look at it. Okay, and now on the second slide, we have this pretty empty, slide with a huge number. So this is what we got. We got a number. We have a couple of text boxes. So not a lot of things going on the second slide. I think we should have had these kind of wavy shapes as well. So once again, we have some circles. Okay, and on slide number 3, we had to have these 3 cards, and it looks like we have those cards. That's nice. However, on the original, we had these kind of icons, and it looks like that Copilot could not add icons, but it added these kind of custom shapes, such as this hexagon and this arrow. That's pretty interesting. Let's keep on going. So on slide number 4, we have this line chart. So it looks like Copilot managed to create, to add a real editable chart. So that's really nice. And by the way, I've asked for Copilot, to keep consistent text sizes throughout the slides. So in this case, let's say this slide title is 40. So I'm wondering, in this case, it's 40 as well. Okay, so we have 40 for the slide titles. That's nice. And I guess this is kind of hero text, which is super huge, 88. I wonder if we have hero text somewhere else. Looks like only on the first slide. Okay, and next we have this editable pie chart. That's nice as well. Okay, I wonder how does the map looks like. Okay, so here is the pie chart. Next we have these cards. Once again, no icons, just custom shapes. I mean, PowerPoint has icons. I wonder why it could not, insert those icons. Okay, and here is the world map. So I guess Copilot tried to recreate that map with these little rectangles and made some of those rectangles, of this kind of muted gold color. That's a nice try. So yeah, I guess it could have created an image as well if it wanted to, but it decided to use these kind of little shapes to recreate the map. That's interesting. Now we have this timeline. That's nice. Okay, let me check the years. Let's just zoom in a bit. It was 24, 25, 26, and 27. So 24 and 27. Whoops. Let's zoom out a bit. Yeah, so I guess it mixed up the numbers a bit. It should have been 24, 25, 26, and 27. So a bit of, slip over here. And here is the last slide once again with those little bubbles. Okay, so now one more thing I asked for all of these slides is to add, subtle slide transitions. So it looks like we have a fade transition applied to all of the slides. That's nice. And as well, I've asked to add animations to basically all of the content inside of each slides. So inside of each slide, so let's check it out. And by the way, let me hide my webcam for now so that we can check out these slides on the full screen. So this was our reference image. And now here is the first slide. Okay. Let me check it out once again. Yeah, I think we had a pause and then the whole of the content appears. It was not as smooth as I expected. Okay, this one is looking a bit better, but it's pretty empty. Now the slide with the cards. Okay, I really like how, each of these cards are grouped. I guess, we have a couple of elements, but these elements are grouped and they're introduced, they're animated one by one, so that's nice. Okay, next we have the chart slide. Now the donut chart. Looking good. Once again, we have some cards, and finally, we have this world map infographic, and we have this timeline. Once again, we have a couple of animations, and the last slide with a code. Okay, so that's a nice try by Copilot. Okay, please let me know if you would be using this kind of workflow in your own work. And yeah, now you know how you can, first of all, create this kind of mood board images and then turn those mood boards into editable slides. I think it can definitely save up some time, but of course, these slides would need a bit more tweaking to make them, really usable. So once again, please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.